Hello friends, welcome back. So in this session we will learn parameterized test case in JUnit 5. As we have already seen in JUnit 4, parameterized test case is nothing but a test case that you have to run multiple time with different inputs. So parameterized mean a test case that has to be called multiple time but with different inputs. So parameterized test case make it possible to run a test multiple times with different arguments. They are declared just like regular @test method but use parameterized test annotation. See, in JUnit 4 we have seen that we have to use only @test annotation to create parameterized test case, and on top of that one and addition to that one we have to create one static method, and that static method we have to mark with parameterized, or we have to create the we have to tell at a class level also run with the parameterized. So and we have to create variables also in the test class, and that same variable we have to initialize into constructor also. So like that we have to follow some steps. And what is the disadvantage of doing that one? So if we are doing that in that way, so every time when when your JUnit 4 is running the test case, so that JUnit is creating new object for every time, to run your test case one time. So if next time your test case has to be run, then new object of your test class will be created. Every time your objects your test class object will be created to run your test method. Suppose if you have two test case in one class, and that test case you are running for 20 inputs, so it means 20 plus 20 40 objects has to be created for your test class. So that was the very disadvantage, and that approach is also not good in term of performance, and that is also not well formatted. So in JUnit 5 they have given one different approach, completely different approach to write parameterized test case. So instead of test annotation, if our method is a parameterized test case, then we have to use parameterized test annotation instead. In addition, you must declare at least one source that will provide an argument for each, and two important things that are required, or you can say two important components is required for parameterized test case. One is @parameterized test annotation, and another one is a source of input that will provide argument for each invocation and then consume the argument in the test case. So let's see the example how we can create the parameterized test case first. See here, if you see currently we are disabling all the test cases, so I will enable this one only one. So if you see here, this is our test class, but here we are not using @test annotation. What annotation we are using instead of that one? We are using parameterized test case. So this is also a test case only, but now this annotation means itself is that this test case is a parameterized and has to be run multiple time with respect to your input resource. So here you can see how many inputs you are specifying: 1 2 3 4 and 5. This is an array of a string having 5 elements. So this test case will run 5 times with these values one by one. So here you are seeing this code is very clean and it is a well formatted also. You no need to follow any steps like this class you have to mark with @ run with annotation and run with parameterized, then you have to create the variables in your class, and that same variable you have to initialize into your constructor, and after initializing into constructor you have to give one static method that will return a collection of object type or collection of object array type, and that method your JUnit 4 will use to create the object and will call this test method. So that approach is not there in JUnit 5. This approach, they have given completely different approach, and that is also well formatted and very much good approach also. So here if you can see very easily, this is a parameterized test case, and that parameterized test case has to be run this much time. So these are the inputs for this candidate name. Okay, or you can say that this is a string. Simply it's up to your choice what you want to give the name. Str, you can give this one also, no issue. That's it. So it is checking that assert true is palindrome, whether this is a palindrome or not. We have to check. Simply that we can check how we can check is a string is palindrome or not. If it is a same element, it will be same word if you are reading from the left to right or right to left. So that is a palindrome only. Okay, so here what we need, two important element we need. One is @parameterized test case, and another one is you must declare at least one source of what, one source of input that provide argument for each invocation, and then consume the argument into a test method. Simple. So first one we have to mark this annotation. This is a compulsory, and another one we have to give input source also. Input source. So many types of input source are there. @value source, @null source, @empty source. So we will see one by one. So first one is @value source, and this @value source can be used for all types. All types mean you can use for the byte, short, long, character, double, float, string, or any other custom type also. Okay, any other custom type like student, object, student, person, address, any type of you can specify, no issue. Okay, so this is currently string. Here you can give suppose here if you can see bytes, char, classes. See, this classes is but nothing but type of classes only. What type of your object you are giving? Long, short, float. Simple. Okay, so like that you can provide the input. So here what we are doing, we are providing inputs, strings input for your test case. So one strings will be called and it will come here. If you want to print this one, you can do that. You can do that also. Suppose this is a string, so if you want to print this string also, you can print. That is up to your choice. We are using here local. This is only the recommended way. You should not use SOP, system.out.println or system.error. You should avoid that one. Instead of that one, just use logger. We have already made one session on this logging API. You can watch that one. How can you create logger? What is the use? You can go to that one. Okay, so this using this logger only, I am just logging this this string value whatever is coming. So first time it will coming this racer, car, radar, able, was, I, something like that, 112. So this one. So if I run this one, you will see the output. So run as JUnit. Okay, yes, you can see here. So first time it is running, entering into is palindrome. This is our message, entering into palindrome, this method. And inside this one, first one, what is the value? This is the value. So this is a palindrome. Yes, obviously this is a palindrome. That's why this test case is passed. Like that for this second one, this is third one, fourth, and this is a fifth one. Yeah, so all these strings are palindrome only, so that's why this test case is passed only. This test case is passed. If you see the implementation of string util is palindrome, that only we have given here. So this is the implementation for checking whether your string is palindrome or not. you can give your own implementation however you want, that is suitable. Okay, so that is fine. So it is running for this one. Next time what we are doing, the same value source we can use for integer also. Yes, you can see here currently I am disabling this test case because we will test this one now. So here you can see this is the test case that we are using. This is the test case where we are using value source only, input source as a value source only, and now this time we are giving the value as a number, or you can say it is an integer 1 2 3 4 5 like that only, and here we are printing that one message, entering into this message, and we can print the argument also if you want. So here what is the assertion we are making? What is the assertion? The assertion is simple, very simple assertion. Argument should be greater than 0 and should be less than 4. It means only 3 numbers are there that is satisfying this condition. So that number only we are giving here, 1 2 and 3, and if I run this one you will see the output. Yeah, all test cases will be passed. So here you can see very clearly value source we are specifying, and with the integer number, say 1 2 3, all the test cases are also passed. This is the test case. Remaining test case it is showing here but is not executing, it is skipped. Okay, so these 3 are fine. So in this way we can use value source. Value source you can use for any type. Currently we have checked for string and int is not there. Okay, byte, short, long, or anything. So for all you can, maybe we have skipped some of the types, but for all types of you can use value source. Okay, next one is a null source. Null source means if you want to provide value for null, then you can use null source. Suppose here if you see null source test, this is our method null source test, and if you see here what will be the value of this string here? What will be the value of this string here? String will be null. Who is passing null here? Because this null source we are marking. This is the input source. Here input source was value source. Now input source is a null source. Null source means it will supply null value to this string only. And here this is not like that it can be string. This can be any type. Even it can be student, person, any type it can be there, because null is the default type for reference data type. So you can specify any types here. Any types here can be used to assign null reference to parameter. Only can be used for a reference type. It should not be used for primitive type. It is not like that you can give here like that. You cannot give at all, because null cannot be assigned to this one. If I give here, definitely you will get the exception. See, null, error converting parameter at index 0. What is that error? Cannot convert null to primitive type, because null is only for reference type. You cannot do that also. So that's why you should use always here reference type, any reference type. Now this test case will be passed. Yes, it's a passed. Okay, so this is a null currently. Okay, next one is this is for null source. Next one is for empty source. Empty source and null source, it is a little bit different. Empty, what empty can be? Empty, your list can be empty, your set can be empty, map can be empty, or any other primitive array that can be empty. You can say that collection is an empty. Collection can be empty. Your collection don't have element, your collection has element, like that only. So can be used for the following: list, set, map, or primitive array, or any object array. For example, string array, integer, 2-dimensional array, 3-dimensional array. It is not limited to that one. You can give any number type of array also. So like that, this is at the rate empty source can be eligible for list, set, map, or primitive array or object array. Okay, so you can mark your input source as an empty source also. Null, that is fine. Null also you can mark for this list, set, because that is a reference only. So next one is empty source. We have seen null source, empty source. Yeah, sorry, empty source only. So this is our empty source. You can see here, this is our, currently we are taking this is an array. So this array length will be what? Length will be 0. So asset should be equal to 0 only, then only you can say this is a passed. So if I run this one, this test case will be passed, because array it will assign, but it will assign array as a with 0 element, with 0 element. Okay, that's it. It's a passed here. If you see this is passed with 1, that is 0 only. Okay, or you can give here map, set, list, that also is a possible. You can give that also, you can try with that one. Okay, next one is null and empty source. If you want to use null and empty, that also you can use. Null and empty only you can use for what? You can use for the same. Null and empty, what it can be? Null can be list, set, map, or reference. But null and empty can only be applied for list, set, map, primitive. So for this only you can use null and empty. So if you see here, this is our null and empty. So what we are checking here, first I am making an assumption. If it is a not null, then I am saying it is an equal. Then I am checking for the length. If it is not null, then only length can be available. If length is there, I can print this also, no issue. If you want, see, we can print here before to entering to this one, arrays arrays dot to string to this str. Okay, so here if you see yes, one time it is a null, this is a null, and one time it is a with no element, arrays with no element. Or you can give here a list, map, or set, that is also possible. List, map, or set, or any other primitive array, you can give primitive array also. You can give here int, this is also fine, that is also fine. Integer type array you will give, that is also that is also for that is also correct for this one. Yes, null and empty. Okay, so like that you can use null and empty, but null and empty only can be used for list, set, map, or primitive array, or any for any other object array. Okay, next one is next one is enum source. So if you specify input source as an enum source, then it means you are taking input as an enum, input value as the enum. And you know very well what is enum, how we can create the enum, because we have already seen in the Java Standard Edition course. And if you still have any doubt with enum and how can you create enum, what is the use of enum, you can go to the you can go to that session and you can watch that one. So to specify your input source as enum, we have to use @enum source. Provide a convenient way to use enum constant. See, because in one enum you may define 1, 2, 3 or n number of constant. So that constant you want to take as the input for your test case, then you can specify @enum source. And under this enum source, so this is our, under this enum source you have to tell which enum you want to take as the input, which enum you want to take as the input. So day of week, how many day of weeks are there? So this day of week is one enum that is already built in your Java, into your JDK. It is already, this API is coming with your JDK only. So this you can see here, day of week has 7 constant: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So you can use this one as an input also, no issue. So day of week, so inside this enum reference what it will come, day of week will come always, day of week, and that should not be null. So if I run this one, you will see now this day of week enum is taken as the input for all the constant. Yeah, you can see here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and all the test cases are passed here. Yes, see. So like that you can use enum as your input source. Enum as your input source you can use in this way also. Means you can specify the names, whatever the enum names are available under this enum source. From that one, if you want to take only specific input, suppose in your enum you have declared 10 constant, but you don't want to take the 10 constant as the input, you want to take from those 10 you want to take 2, 3, 5 or 6 or some numbers only you want to take as the input. You don't want to take complete elements as the input of enum. So in that case you can specify here in form of string here as it is. So now for this enum reference, how many input will come? Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Only these three value will come. These three enum will come. Not see here we are specifying as a string only, but this internally will be converted to day of week only. This 3 day of week enum will be supplied here one by one. So you can use in this way also enum source. Yes, Monday, Wednesday and Friday. That's fine. Okay, and you can use enum source in this way also. What is this one? Enum mode I am using exclude. Which one I want to exclude? Saturday and Sunday. I want to exclude only 2. Suppose if your enum has a 10 constants, so from that constants you want to ignore 2 or 3, then how can you do that one? You can use this enum source mode is exclude, and this mode you can exclude and excluding name you can specify here. So this Saturday and Sunday will be excluded. And if you see from which API this annotation like @enum source, this mode, or this null and empty source, null source, value source, so that all the annotations are present under Jupyter API only. org.junit.jupiter.provider. Under this params.provider, under this JUnit Jupyter param.provider, under this package only your annotations are available, like CSV source, empty source, enum source, method source, null and empty source, null source, value source. So all are available into that only. And that mode is there. Which one? This one. Where is this mode available? This mode is available under enum source only. Under enum source one mode is available. Okay, so this mode is nothing but again that is an enum only. Okay, fine. So you can exclude some of the constant of enum using mode.exclude, and you can specify the excluding names here. So now only Monday to Friday will be taken as the input, and Saturday and Sunday will be excluded from that one. Yes, so Monday to Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday excluded. Okay, so in this way also you can use, or you can use with some match or mode match all. Match whatever the elements, whatever the constant of enum that is starting with the T, that you have to take as input. This expression means this, what is the mode we are specifying? Match all. Match all what? Match all that those names of that enum constant are starting with T only, you should take as the input. So only 2 are there, Thursday and Tuesday, I think. Okay, yeah, Thursday and Tuesday and Thursday. So that is taking as input. So you can use match all also, Okay, that's fine. Or you want to take any other custom input, your input, whatever enum you are specifying, you can use those also, no issue. Currently I am taking here month, so you can use month here. Yes, use here month. Now it will give the name of months. Simple. Whatever the enum you created, even that is available under Java or that is available under some other any other API, you can take that enum as the input for your test case by using enum source input source as the input source for your test method. And for this enum source you have to specify the enum class here. That's it, simple. And like that you can get, see it is coming January, February, March, because this is a month. Okay, so like that you can sorry, you can use. So this is the enum source. Okay, fine, let's me run once again, you will see. So day of week, this is coming day of a week, all the names for day of week will come here. What happened? Oh, it is disabled, sorry. Okay, fine, it is disabled. Okay, next one is method source. Enum source we have seen. Next one is a method source. Method source means what? Allow you to refer to one or more factory method. Yes, factory method means what? You are going to take the input from other method, so that method you can specify into method source, and from that one you will take all the inputs, and input will be taken in form of stream. We have already seen this stream API that is added in Java 8. We have made one separate session on streaming API, so you can go to that session and you can watch that one if you have any doubt about the stream. So it will always take the input as a stream argument and stream of type arguments. However, the actual concrete return type can take on many forms, but internally that forms will be converted into stream only. We will see this one, and can be converted into stream only, such as double stream, long stream, int stream, collection, iterator, object, or any other object array. So let's see the example of method source, how we can use method source. So this is the method source. This is our method source. So here you can see this is our method source. We have specified here method source as the input source, and here we have given the name. What is this one? This is the name of method. This is the name of method that is returning a stream. So here this is string provider is a method that is returning a string, stream of a string type. See, that's it, very simple. And here if you see inside this stream, inside this string, in this argument it will pass all the inputs one by one. First it will be apple, banana, blackberry, fig, grapes. So all it will be passed here. It's very simple. Yes, very simple. You can see here it is entering into. If you want to print the name of this string, that also you can do, to see whether which element, which argument it is coming here. Okay. Yes, see, apple, banana, blackberry, fig, grapes. So it is one by one this is coming. So what is the use of this method source? Using this method source you can take the input source as the method. Okay, suppose here what we have to do, we have to specify the method name. If we don't specify the method name, then which method name it will take? It will take the method name whatever is given for this test one. So what we have to do, we have to give this test name here. If the method name if the test case method name and the input source method name is same, then you just can avoid the method name here inside method source. It will automatically take. If the name is different, in that case you have to specify the method name. Currently this method name is same, that's why it is taking, but before it was this method name string provider, because this method name, this input source this method source input name is different from the test case method name. So in that case we have to specify the name of that method here. In that case it will automatically refer from here and it will take all the inputs from this stream. Okay, so in this way we can use this method source, and another way is also there, that is fine, that is correct only, this same only. Here see, here we are giving int stream now. Before it we are giving stream of string type. You can give int stream, no issue. Just but you condition is that one you have to return as a stream only, or you can return as an array also. You can return as an array also. We will see this, that also. Okay, so this is an input stream. Here we are not specifying the method name. Why we are not specifying? Because the method source name is same as test case method name. Method source test2, this is the name of a test case, and method source method name is also method source test2. So that's why you can use this one. Why they have given this approach? Because definitely they know this method can be available multiple times with the different inputs. So that's why you give this. They have given this approach also. So you no need to specify here method name, and this time this input will come for all. Like from here we are taking range from 0 to 20, but first 10 we are skipping here. So from 11 it will come. Okay. It is not, you can see, if you want to see, just print those here. What is that value for that argument? Okay, fine. Yes, 15, 16, it will be started from 10. First 10 will be skipped. So from that one it will take. Okay, so this is because range we are taking from 0. If we are giving here from 1 to 20, it means it will be started from 11. Simple. First 10 only it will skip. That is the use of this stream. See. Okay, so this is how we can use. If the method name, a method source name and a test case method name are same, then we no need to specify the here method name. But if it is different, then we can specify here. Okay, the third way is number. See here, this is also fine. Here what we are depicting, here we are depicting that we can return an array of primitive type also. That is also fine, because internally this array of primitive type will be converted into what? Converted into stream of argument only. So that's why you can give this also, because you can give this object array or primitive array, or you can give collection also, list, set, that also you can give, or you can give double stream, long stream, int stream, byte stream, that also you can give. That is also fine. So this one will what? This one will 58264. Just print this one also, so that you can see what is the argument that is coming here. So it will be 58264. Yes, yeah, 58264, same only. You can give that also. Okay, and this method source you can use as a stream of argument also. That's it. See, method source as the stream of argument, or you can take as a list also if you want to see. Suppose before to that one I will take here a list also. Wait, so here this one is number 2. This is in this method source just 4. Okay, that's fine too. And here what we are returning, currently we are returning here integer type array. I will return here a list of integer, integer, that's it. No, so here how we can do that one? Return list of wait, list sorry, list of, that's it. So in this way also it will work. You can give that also. Numbers 2, this is no need to disable, enable this one and run this one. What happened? Saved now. Okay, it's asking to save. Yes, see, this time also it is taking, because you can give the collections also. Okay, so that is that's fine. Okay, and you can give stream of arguments only, because this is the actual return type, that is the actual return type for method source, method return type. Here if you see stream of argument, it should be written, but however you can return any other stream also, or you can return collection also, or you can return primitive data types also, primitive array also, or you can return reference array also. That is up to your choice, but internally it will create stream of arguments only. So you can directly return a stream of arguments also. See, string and list provider, that's it. Okay, string int list provider. So here how can you create stream of what I want to create? Arguments of apple 1 array list, like that. So this, in this argument, this is the first argument, apple, str will come, this apple will come to this str, int num will come to this 1. Okay, and inside this list a and b will come. Second time inside this str lemon name will come, 2 will come as an input, a num, and inside this list x and y value will come. Okay, so you can use in this way also, that is also fine. What happened? Error. What is that error? Disable. Okay, disable this one, fine. Okay, disabled. Okay, so it will take from this stream of arguments, that's fine. Yes, it is coming here. See, apple ab, you can print this one if you want, but currently that is so many numbers, that's why I am not printing, but still if you want you can print. Wait, I will print and I will show you. Stream plus num plus list, that's it. Yes, it will print here also. This is not the way how we should concatenate, but currently, but just to check, see, first one is apple, means how many parameters we are specifying, how many arguments are there, 1 2 3 arguments are there. So first argument value is apple, second argument value is 1, third argument value is a and b, list of 2 element a and b. Same we are returning from here arguments, list a stream of arguments, argument, like that. Okay, so you can use in this way also, method source. Okay, next one is CSV source. CSV stand for comma separated values only. Okay, so sorry, so comma separated value, how you can use? So this, okay, one more thing, for this method source, suppose currently this method source method is available under this same file only, so that's why just we are specifying here method source name, simply we are specifying here method source name, that's it. But what if we want to refer the method that is available under some different file? because this method should be static only. See here, this method should be static, that is a condition also. For this method source, whatever the method that we are taking as an input, that method should be static. So there is a chances that that should be that can be available into some other class, maybe we have written separately. So in that case, how can you specify if the method is available under some different file? Suppose our method is available under this file. What is that name? Parameterized input class. So where is parameterized input class? Yes, so this is our parameterized input class. Here you can see inside this parameterized input class, one method is there, that is a numbers, and that is returning a list of integer type. So that we want to take as the input for method source. So how we can do that one? We have to specify here fully qualified class name first. This is our fully qualified class name, com.techhub.demo.junit.parameterized. This is the package name. You will, if you see here, this is the package name, com.techhub.demo.junit.parameterized. So that is a package name for your class. After that one, dot, and you have to give your class name. What is the class name? Parameterized input class. Yes, parameterized input class. Inside this class, one method is there, that name is numbers. So that is the method name is numbers, that it will automatically infer from here and it will take as the input from here. So that is also fine. You can take input from the method that is available under some different package or some different API, anywhere it can be available. So you can take that as an input. So that is also fine. Okay, okay, if you want to print that also, you can do arguments. So how many elements are there in this argument now? Current, it is returning 59647318. So all that will come here. Okay, input one by one. Yes, you can see 59647318. Same 59647318. Okay, so in this way also you can use, if the method is available under some different package or that is available under some different file. If it is the same file, that's just you specify the method name. But if it is available under different, then you have to give first fully qualified class name, and after giving fully qualified class name you have to give hash. After hash you just give your method name, that's it. Okay, you can use in this way also. So next one is a CSV source. What is a CSV means? CSV means comma separated values only. So here if you see, these are the values that is given by comma separated. Yes, all the values are given as a comma separated. You can see apple, comma separated one, then banana, comma separated this one, then lemon, comma separated this one, then this value. Okay, because this is a one value. Okay, this is a comma separated. So now here if you see, we want to take this as an input. So here if you see fruit and rank, this is a fruit, apple 1, banana 2, lemon, lime, this is the rank. This is a number, something number, hexadecimal some number they are given. Okay, and this is strawberry, this is a number. Simply you can take in this way also, and if you wanted to run this fruit and rank, you can do that one also, fruit and rank. That's simple. Okay, and you just run this one. So comma separated values you can take from the CSV source. Yes, what happened? It is which one it is running? All the rest not disabled, then it should run CSV. Wait, let me entering into CSV test. Okay, test cases are passed, fine. See, 1, Yes, so apple, banana, lemon, strawberry. Okay, sorry, we are not printing that one. We have to print actually, sorry, that is just we are taking assertion only. Fine, fine, I thought it I am just printing, but we missed that one. Fruit plus rank, both we will print. Okay, both we will print, sample. So that's, you will see which one is coming first. It is apple 1, banana 2, lemon, something like that it will print. Okay, so this is CSV source. You can take input as a CSV source, comma separated values only. See, entering into this one. So 1 apple, 2 banana, lemon, lime, 245. This is the number, hexadecimal number, strawberry, like that. Okay, so you can use in this way also. And you can see here, this is string only, no, completely this is string, but this string value is separated by comma only, by comma only. Okay, so that is fine. You can take CSV source, and CSV file is also there. This is the CSV we are specifying here as a string only, here as a string, array of a string only, but CSV file will be also there, like that. This is our temp file CSV. This is our file. I will show you that one. So if you see this file, this is our CSV file, name, email, number, address. This is the name, this is the email, this is the number, this is the string address. So here, this, if you want to take as an input, this is nothing but the CSV file only. This is the comma separated files only. Internally that will be separated by commas only. Here name will be separated by comma, email, after email comma will be there, after number comma will be there, after address comma will be there, and new line will be there, and after new line name, then comma, email, then comma, like that it will come, just separated by commas only. So in that case, if you want to take that file as an input, then how can you do that one? Just you have to use file source. In that case, CSV file source. This is a CSV source only. CSV source and CSV file source are different. One is CSV source, another one is a CSV file source. So that are different. So CSV file source means you can specify the file path where your .csv file is available. So from that one, if you want to read as the input, then you can specify just here the path of your file. Simply, currently this path is available under our test case only, so that's why I am just specifying slash, after that one temp file.csv, the file name. Simply you can give in that way. Wherever you are creating the test case, in that directory only you can put the CSV file, and you can use in this way. And here if you want to number lines to skip, one means first line we no need to read actually. Why? Because first line is just name, email, just a header only. From the second onwards only the data is there, so that's why we are skipping the first line. That's it, and we are reading all that one. So what we are reading? Name. First one is a name. See, name, email, number, address. So all we are reading here: name, email, number, address. Simple. And we are checking the assertion against that one. So you can do in that way also. If I run this one, you will see the yes, it is a passed. All the test only two records are there. Only two records are there. So two records are passed here. So you can see here. See, this is our first record, this is our second record. Simply you can take input from CSV file source as the input source only. Okay, next one is argument source. What is argument source? Argument source also you can use as the input source. What is argument source? Argument source is nothing but that one file is there that you have to give as the argument source. See here, this is a string, and this string is taking, means this is our test method. That test method is taking as input, taking the input from this argument provider IMPL. What is this one? This is the subclass of argument provider that you have to create. See, in this way, and this argument provider is what? This argument provider is an interface that is available under this Jupyter API only, under this Jupyter.param.provider, and for this one you can give the implementation whatever you want to give, and the implementation what it should return stream of argument or any subtype of argument. So you can create in this way stream of 1 2 3 4 map to arguments, simple, and just return. This is Java 8 new feature that we will see later. Okay, so you can return in this way, and just you can consume that input here A B C D, it will come here. So you can use input source as argument source also. Oh, it is disabled, sorry. Yes, you can see here it's executed, and A B C D is taking as input. The input is coming from this method only. Okay, so like that you can use your parameterized test case in JUnit 5. So you can see here, you can feel also that is completely different approach whatever we are following into JUnit 4. In JUnit 5 they have given completely different approach, and that is also good in term of performance also. Okay, and it is a very clean code allowed you to write also, because you can see for each method you can write the different inputs, and it is not depending on one input. In the previous JUnit 4, if we see, then if we give the argument type, so that same argument type either you have to use for all, or if you want to use for one you can use, but for different you have to use different. But in that case the constructor only you can create one, so you cannot give that one. But here you can give for a different test case, different inputs. So that is the benefit we are getting here. So in this way you can use argument parameterized test case in JUnit 5. Okay, so in the next session we will see argument conversion. What is argument conversion? See, if you see here, it is automatically making the conversion, is automatically making some conversion. From here if you see, it is automatically making some conversion. Yes, this is making conversion. No, this string name only will be converted to enum of this one. How? Because of this enum source internally they have given some conversion. So like that, some default conversion is also there, custom conversion is also there, implicit, explicit. So all that we will see in our next session, widening conversion, implicit conversion, or explicit conversion. So we will see in our next session. So I hope you like this session. Please subscribe my channel, and we will see you in the next session. Till that, bye bye, and thanks for watching.